Hello, hello, we are back. Perfect. How is everyone doing? So today will be quite simple. We'll be working on main boss in Factorio. So we last stream we finished researching everything we needed to. So we finally have our splitter, our underground belt. So we're gonna be able to start working on that. That's gonna be great. So we have a lot of work to do, lot of smelting to do, basically wiring everything up so the main bus can start working. So yeah, let's go directly into the game. I think that's going to be the plan, and we'll see how it goes during the stream. Yeah, let's go. Perfect. We are now in the game. So to remind everyone where we are, we have started just a small line to know about where we want to be. This is the base. So showing you quickly, we have the research area that is dying at a pretty fast pace. Let me just restart the game sound. Yeah, that's great. No music, mic. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Yeah, let's just power everything back. Yeah, everything is slowly gonna die on this side, sadly, which is fine for us. We made the research we wanted to be able to do from this point, and we're gonna slowly repurpose everything for the main bus. We have a bit of smelting happening here. Our ship is still crash landed here. That didn't change. On this side, we have our greenhouse. They are not technically connected to anything yet, so we'll need to do that. And here we have our small little power area. We can see we're basically not using any power now. Greenhouse are the main contributor to the power demand, and after that, yeah, we don't have much. And crusher is basically nothing. Electric drill is not that much either. Yeah, and we have power for like an hour and a half now. So okay, yeah, that's good. Nearly 8 hours into the game, just starting the main boss. It's a bit slow, but we are fine. So what we need to do is to start making underground belt, splitter. We're gonna need inserter arm. We're gonna need long end and inserter as well. Let's start producing all of this manually for now, at least for a little bit. And after that, yeah, just like that. It will take a few minutes to craft all of this. Obviously, this is not going to be really fast. Oh, we're already still missing. I thought we were going to be missing copper, but no, we're still missing iron. Yeah, all of this is only using iron, so it makes sense. A little bit of copper for the inserter, but that's all. Electric pole as well. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, so this stream is going to be a lot of manual production, a lot of crafting by hand, but we gotta do what we gotta do to be able to start producing. Yeah, that is good. We're gonna be slowly already having a few underground belts. Yeah, we kind of need to be able to finally cross, right? Finally able to do something useful there. We're gonna need to split as well the coal in this place to be able to bring it up. Other than that, what do we need to bring? From this area, we already have the copper, so that's good. We're gonna need to start mining here as well. I don't know, yeah, we only have 2 electric miners, so we're gonna wait a little bit for that. But yeah, everything is slowly gonna come in. Yeah, we're a bit slow at crafting, but that's fine. I'm gonna remove the burner assembly and the small electric pole from here. Yes, let's remove this one and let's place it here for now. Yeah. This is really 1 to 5 is really what you're using the most. All of this I can just grab it if I need to, because we're gonna place the inserter there and the red one here. Realistically, the yellow one will really quickly be replaced by the blue one, which are a bit more expensive, but nothing crazy. So they're going to be, and they're like 3 times faster. So that's going to be great for us. I think for here, I'm gonna be doing just a really small crusher setup. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the plan. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. So we can crush everything. And we're gonna bring it up to here to be able to make some wood with it. Yeah, we technically have this mod that's allowing us to shift L. Okay. Yeah, sure. This mod is installed. We're gonna see if we use it. Technically allow us to, might in some situation, might be just a bit better to be able to drop it closer to us. But I kind of like the challenge of having to deal with like switching the position between all of them. So I might just keep it, honestly. It's not a big deal. Yeah, we have a bit of wood, but yeah, no inserter out. So obviously that's a bit slow. Just place it like that. In the center, yeah, we're picking everything up from this side. So we're gonna be adding that as well. Yeah, this is not long enough to cross, so I'm gonna need to... I'm not gonna use those one because those might disappear. So let's do that and that. Yeah, up right here. And we're gonna do the same thing here. Okay, that's good. That is good. Okay, perfect. Let's just place another one here, another one here. We're gonna fill this line. That's where the mod is useful, because technically if I do that, I would be filling directly all of it. You know what? I think I'm gonna use it. It's just a simple quality life mode, so why not? Why not right now? We already have technically already have a bunch of things. Like one of the things I love doing when I was starting to play Factorio was the belt balancing coming out of like train. In normal Factorio, what you would have is you will have your train. What can I use? Let's say this is the train, about 6 long, and you will have your inserter coming out of it. And I would love the design challenge every time of having to balance everything. Then once you start, you just normal arm, and at some point one of them for some reason will take like all of them and the other one won't work, and there will cause problem, and so your throughput will be super low. And then you start using logic to be able to solve that problem. But that's a way to do it, obviously, but that's also something that is going to be using your UPS for nothing. And in a game where you're trying to build like a huge factory, you don't really want to have like UPS loss for really small problem like that. So if we can remove those problems at the source, why not? Why not? Why not? One trick I saw recently, I would need to check back which YouTuber, relatively small YouTuber, playing Factorio, that is doing like a UPS analysis of the game and how to improve it as much as possible. And UPS, if you don't know, is this value here. Basically, Factorio play at 60 frames per second, but also 60 UPS. So it's 60 tick of gameplay. Let's say it like that. I don't know how to say it better than that. Basically, every second, if your computer is good enough, the game will render 60 tick of the game. So if you have mod that can allow you to like increase that speed technically, and if you do that, you're increasing like the gameplay speed, if we can say it like that, and some way of playing the game are better or worse for that. So one of the interesting thing is that all the base game in Factorio is technically play on only one thread of your computer. So there's no need to have like a super good CPU. One of the things that is really useful that was noticed with the AMD CPU is that 3D cache is super useful. Basically, 3D cache can like double to triple your in-game performance because it's allowing the game to read information faster in your CPU. So that's one way to speed up all the calculation. And for a lot of game, it's really doesn't matter that much. Like the gain will be a few percent to like 10% or something like that. For Factorio, the way the game engine is done, 3D cache is super useful. So when I built this computer, I built it specifically to be able to play Factorio as best as possible. And that was one of the things I made sure to have. So I have, I think it's, I don't even remember which one I have, 7800 X3D or something like that. One of the last, not the last generation, but until last year was one of the best. CPU, at least for gaming, it's still like one of the best value for it. But yeah, and depending on, so since the game is only played on one CPU, there's a way to optimize certain things, because for example, all the logic you put in the game, all the logic control is put on a different CPU. So if you're able to unload some of the element to another CPU that way, so the game won't do that by itself, right? The game by itself only run on one CPU. If you're able to unload all of this to another CPU, you can get some better performance. And one of the way that YouTuber was showing, I don't remember if he discovered it himself or if it was on a Reddit thread or something like that, that he noticed that, but he did the test and ran the number himself, is that you can actually, one of the things you can do is that you can use, oh, there's no call there. Let me just refill that. One of the things you can do is that you can actually, for example, control only the first, let's say that we have like all of those smelter, right? I could only control the first one with the game. So the game only need to check this one. And all of those could be controlled by logic. So following this lead, they could all be slave happening at the same time, following this one. And as long as this one is working, so this is the first one, all the other will try to work. Some might not be able to work because they will be full or something like that, but this doesn't really matter for the game, right? Since all of this, all the other one are happening on another thread, you're actually saving some computer calculation time, which is making the game slightly more efficient. And that's some of the really cool way you can actually like improve the game efficiency long term. Like once you start to have mega base with huge factory, you can really reduce the amount of time spent by the game every UPS to calculate something just by only unloading it to another CPU. And that's probably something we're going to try at some point. It's not needed for now, obviously, until we reach like a good point, probably until we reach space or something like that. It won't be necessary. And then I think we're going to be able to start playing with that. Okay. Finally, belt are getting crafted. Do I still have some here? No, obviously, because I removed that. Yep, makes sense. So let me just get some. Let me get some gear as well. That's going to be nice. Give us some time on all of those. Let's just remove those. Place a few more. Yeah, and I'm not making those, so too bad. Okay. So our handcrafting is working. Let's make more of those, more of those. Yep, that's gonna be good. So we can make that here. We're just gonna take the splitter, put them here as well. That's gonna be important. And here we're gonna do that. So that should be good. Here we need to put it back together. And for now, I'm just gonna, merge it in the center. That's fine for me. We don't have directly, I don't know when we get that. Technically, we have the super amazing, fast loader. Is it not part of the base game anymore? I think that's a mod. AI loader, yeah. When do we get the basic one? Yeah, loader. Okay. Yeah, so we get the normal kind and the... We just get two of the same? I think that's two different mode. Yeah, Krastorio is having one. Max consumption 1 megawatt. Ooh. And that's AI loader space exploration. They're technically exactly the same. The only difference is that one uses power and not the other. You know what? Let's just save the game real quick. It's going to mod. Yeah, I think it's that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna remove them. If Krastorio like already has some, I mean, they will require power, which is a bit of a down. It's a bit of a pain, but at the same time, it makes sense that they use a lot of power. So let's just remove them. Restart the game. And we're gonna go back directly. I mean, they were clearly better, but I think they're supposed to use lubricant normally. Maybe they just changed because there's probably an option in the mod setting to change which version we want to have. Load, yeah, that's fine. Remove recipe, yes. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Oh, and it's already available. Okay, so it's also remove the research, I guess. Okay. Let's just check it. Yeah, it's still needing the power and everything, so that's good. Yeah, okay, so just give it to us directly. Why not? Let's just say like if I tap loader now. Yeah, fast loader, exactly. It also doesn't, like the power consumption doesn't increase. And in space, it doesn't require anything. But it will require lubricant at least to manufacture, which is fine. Because on Earth, it requires power, but not in space. And it never uses more power. Okay, yeah. So they just get more efficient. Let's say it that way. Yeah, you can see some of the belts late game get really crazy. 90 item per minute. Yeah, that's starting to be good. Okay. Yeah, that's good for me. What is that? Heavy assembly. Like a big engine. Okay, yeah. But yeah, we have those. We don't have the electronic circuit yet, but I'm gonna place those with chests to these areas. So the main advantage of that is instead of having like 5 inserters coming in and out to be able to have the same flow, you can just keep it that way. That's quite a simple way to deal with it. We're gonna bring that here. I'm gonna leave one space just in case. Oh, a little bit of water. Let's just go see which one is the wood, because I don't remember that. Then we're gonna have to deal with the stone next. Oh, we don't have copper now. Okay. Next step is to pick up some copper as well. would really need to mark it, but it's... Yeah, so stone and wood. Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, we can do that. What else do I need? Yeah, we pass directly to the side. That's nice. Is that... Yeah, that's using some transport belt. That's a problem. We're like using even more transport belt to do everything. Now we're making a bunch of inserter, which is fine. We're gonna try to get some transport belt from our own fabrication. And then we're gonna route that as well. Yeah, 100 something. That's a good start. Okay, so let's remove this one. Place that here. Let's get some more stone. Why is there already no coal anywhere? Yep. I don't know why it doesn't want to load more than 50%. That must be a mod option. Yeah, let's even see. Setting, mod setting. Yeah, even distribution. It doesn't seem like there's an option for it. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's yeah, let's just not care for it anymore. It'll be fine. Okay, so that's good. I will need some loader, but I will not craft them by hand because making 50 circuit for each is just crazy. Same thing for those. Can I just get a few so I can... I mean, I can just do that. There we go. Yeah, what was I thinking? Okay, yeah. I need stone, so I need electric miner. Let's do 16 of them, so 10 for the iron, 6 for the stone. That will be enough to start with. Yeah, this is... You can see those armor. Clearly not fast enough. But are they fast enough to fill everything? That's the question. Seems like it, honestly. Everything is running. Everything is a bit slow, but that's fine. The wood production is going. Yeah, it's way more than enough. Okay, that's good. Okay. Yeah, we have a bit of arm production, so that's good. Let's just remove those. Yep. What else? Do we have motors? Yeah, we don't produce motors yet. Technically, I could get some like copper cable just to save a bit of time on that. Yeah, I just do that. Save a few seconds. I don't know. It's probably super quick to fabricate, but yeah, 0.5 seconds. Yeah, and it's already like that time. How many seconds are we saving? Probably not bad. Yeah, we can... Thankfully, we can make the belt. It's not the biggest production, but at least it's gonna be helping a little bit. We're gonna drop the belt at the stone here. And this side, we said we were putting the coal. Yeah. So let's do that. Here we can finish the production. So here we're actually gonna need 2 belts. Do I want to inverse those two? Yeah, let's do that. I never remember like what I'm using on which, so every time I like have one on the wrong side, but yeah, I think that's gonna be better. Yeah, okay, so let's go. What's here? Something like that. Then we're gonna have the coal in the middle. For now, it can be whichever we want, so let's just... Yeah, let's do that. And here we're gonna have the output, so that's good. Okay. So that's gonna work. We might actually need more coal. I mean, that's filling this line for sure for now, but yeah, we really need to make sure that this coal production is enough, because otherwise at some point we will lose power at the top. And if we lose power, everything will slow down and gonna kill everything. So that would be bad. Okay. Let's... So we actually need how many? Yeah, we need that. On this side, we need to make the copper enter. Okay, some of them were already placed. That's good. Let's make a lot more inserter. Okay, so we have copper and coal. Here we are dropping. And we're going to need more of them. Okay. And what we can do for this is that displays the output. So we can see that's already like needing 3 inserter for each is already a lot. Obviously, once we won't need the coal, it will be a lot simpler to do. Or just have 1 input, 1 output. But that's the way to do it for now. We can place the coal. For some reason, not all of them are marked. I might have skipped a few one. Okay, let's do that. So we're finishing the mining drill, which is great. I'm gonna make some more of those. I'm gonna need more iron. Let's go grab it as well. Perfect. We still have copper, so that's great as well. Okay, can we just get the inserters? And we'll actually be producing a lot more of those. All the top is done. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and we can see the copper is not going to be able to even follow like half this line for now, which is, I mean, it is what it is. We're going to be increasing that production in all case. Yeah, I'm going to need more copper. I mean, technically I could start taking it from there, but yep, like that. A bit more from the top as well. Let's try to get some, I think they're here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So those are working. We're missing 6 more, 12 more, sorry. So a little bit more. And that's where you can see like it's quite slow to produce, because you need automation core, you need motor, then you need to produce the burner inserter, then you can produce the inserter itself. So already those are up the chain. What we can do is we can grab those. We can grab some more copper, we can grab some gear and the belt. So all the production will be a bit faster like that. We are also going to need to reproduce the same thing here for the iron, so we can start doing that. Yeah. For now, we're still good in coal production, but it's not fast. And we actually need a lot more iron pole. Okay. Yeah, that's important to make as well. Okay, so let's start to prepare for this side. Just remove some of the tree. I mean, it's all dead tree here, but probably something I should have removed when I was clearing out like all the forest. Okay, so let's go here. Just above the old one. I mean, those will get removed once this production is ready to go. Yeah, I maybe put a little bit too much. Just remove all of those. Yeah, that's good. We will be able to speed it up with everything we took in our inventory, so it's okay. And let's finish this area. I mean, I can remove this one, but at the same time, I can also leave it there because technically we need to double it, right? We need 48, now we only have 24 ovens, so we will need to double it at some point. It's just that copper production is not big enough for now, in all case. Let's even remove those. Yeah, okay. And yeah, you can see now it's gonna be a lot faster. Okay, so this is coming. Yeah, just place that. It's really one too low. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is gonna be here, and then we need to take all of this like that. We don't have anything for the blueprint to do it automatically, sadly, so we'll need to do it by hand, but at least we know where to place everything. I'm also gonna... Where do I split the coal? I think I'm gonna split it here. Yeah. I don't know. No, let's split it up there. We can have a line between the two. Yeah, this line. Perfect. And just remove that big rock. Okay, yeah. That's gonna be working like that. I'm wondering if I do that. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Pass it underneath directly. Would have been nice. Technically, I can pass this one. Doesn't change anything. One thing I'm gonna need to change is the smelting type. We don't want to be doing copper here. We want to be doing iron. Oh, I'm missing some? Oh yeah, it's 7 long. Yes, so 28, not 24. Okay, yeah, sure. It's not a problem. What was it? What was there? Like one single iron there? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot. I'm gonna need a lot more inserter. So once everything there is connected, the next goal will be to start making the basic ingredients. So gears, electronic circuits, that's going to be important to make. And after that, we're going to be able to really start producing everything automatically, and just like we won't have to do all the inserter by hand. We will just be able to grab them, and that will speed up a lot of the process as well. We have enough long end, yes. So I don't need more long end. Yeah, I don't need more. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, they're gonna be coming in soon. So the production here is working. So the next step is to bring all of that here. I think I'm gonna, yeah, let's leave it straight until we consider like, yeah, doubling it will finish it like here. So that's good. Or iron is here. Yeah, so let's do it like that. We're gonna have something similar in that direction. And we don't have enough belts. Okay, let's get more belts. Yeah, let's just change that as well. Yeah, okay. I mean, it won't really start a production because we're still missing too much. Yeah, didn't want it to do that though. Okay. I think I place them all back. Be good. Yeah, all of those. Yeah, so it's gonna start producing a little bit. We're gonna need to wait for the rest of it. Yeah, and we're gonna need more miner for sure. Let's just drop that. What do I want to build? Let's make more of these. More of those as well. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, already just that is not enough. Yeah. I mean, technically it's 2 to 1, I think, so the first 20 will be able to work. About sounds fine. Here, also, as long as this line is full, I don't need to worry about the coal, but this will come in quickly. Yep, a few hundred. That's nice. Let's just finish converting all our basic burner assembly into assembling machine. Yeah, this line is not even full yet. That's a bit crazy. Like, we're not consuming anything from there, so it should be coming in quite fast. Okay, so where is our yeah. I mean, technically I put the top too, but what is that? Yeah, let's just take it like that. It's the bottom one, so let's do that. Okay. Yeah, so it's actually going to be a bottom line, which is starting. We could actually just put splitter to fill the 4 of them, but it's, I mean, it won't be doing much if they have like half a line each. So we can just leave it like that for now. I'm gonna need more of them to finish that side. And then we're gonna be, I think we're gonna be good to start producing everything. Like, technically now everything is connected. What else do we need? Like, our production is not good. Let's not forget that. But it's actually like a starting point, I guess. It's a quite decent starting point. Give me more of that. Yeah, that's great. So one of the things in Factorio that is quite important is to always have buffer chest for everything that is somewhat important. You want to have some buffer chest. The idea is just to have somewhere that your production won't be linear, You will always have like spike in demand and output, and like production will fall and rise depending on like train schedule, or if like something else will go missing, so it will slow down on some side. So you always want to have some buffer left and right. Where I love to place buffer chest is, and I think it's the most simple to place them there, is just at the output of smelter. You don't really care for the mining side. That's fine, but smelter is quite important. I just place 2 more because technically it's a bit slower to mine, so this will help improve everything on that side. And the other thing I'm missing that I'm just realizing now is I'm missing the stone. So let's place some stone. Only 4K3, not that much. Let's just place it there. What would also be nice is to have some light. Because, I mean, it's starting to get... The light is starting to get really low. And that's going to be going there. Yeah. Okay, so now we have all the main ingredients, if I can say it like that. We have copper, coal, iron. We have the stone. We have the wood. I mean, as a starting point, be good. We just need to finish. Yeah, we're still producing a lot of things. I just need to finish this side, but technically I will need to add more mining drill for that. Let's get a bit more of those. Let's just save that production a little bit longer. If we can have like some more of this running. Okay. Yeah, our research is done. It's not gonna work on this side any longer. We don't have any more copper, but it's fine. Okay, a bit more. When are we getting more inserter? Yeah, we're finishing that and then we're producing inserter again. Didn't I? Yeah, right here. Yeah. Okay, let's just finish that side. Once we get the inserters. It's taking a minute. Yeah. Yeah, some of this mine will be there for forever, basically. Like 256, let's calculate that. 256,000 divided by 0.41, which is our current mining rate, is 600,000 seconds. So divided by that, so that 163 hours. So 7.2 days of playtime before like the center mine dies. We will be mining that for a while. It seems to be like the highest spot, but still. Like those one will be relatively quick. Less than a day worth playing, they will be gone. But center one will be good for a while. Okay. Finally getting them. Yeah, let's put them in the right orientation. I mean, it's not going to speed up the production or anything. The mining is the slow part, but I just want to have that finish. So yeah, first thing we're gonna do is gonna be circuit. So what do we need for that? We need copper, cable, and stone tablets. I think we're gonna be able to have the same ratio for that as we normally use in the base game. We'll see. Stone tablet is stone bricks. Okay, so we're gonna need an oven. So we're gonna need some coal. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's basically 2 stone to 1 stone brick to 4 stone tablets. So 1 stone is 2 stone tablets. Okay. Could have been a better ratio, but it's fine. Okay. Yeah, all of those are built. So now we're good for this zone. Let's go grab some more of everything that we produce on this side and we'll come back. Yeah, research has been to 0 for a while now. This is not much. Are we still? Yeah, everything is full now. Okay. That's good. And how much power are we using? Probably not a lot more. Ah, mining really is up there. Greenhouse a little bit. Okay. Yeah, we went to like close to half our production, which is fine. Okay. So we have 200 belts. Still producing everything on our own. We're gonna need more assembling machine though as well. That's gonna be a big limitation. But now we can start planning the factory a little bit. Yeah, that's getting full. Okay, perfect. So let's start here. Let's just clear the space first. I really don't like this stone layout because every time you keep forgetting one somewhere in there. Like knowing which one are removable versus the other one is a bit of a pain. Okay, so we can build from here. Is it? Yeah, those are burner. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So I think the normal ratio we do is that. And obviously I only have 3, so yeah. I mean, I can move closer to the edge though. That's fine. Alright, let's go here. Because that I can remove it. And just leave it there. And same thing for here. Yeah. Let's just do that. So I kind of like to have a big electronic circuit projection. Good base. Let's go into the factory planner. Let's go new line for electronic circuits. I want to have 2 lines, which is way more than we need for now, but yeah, 30 machine. Let's also preference, let's change that. Where do I change that actually? Yeah, that's not useful. Ingredient satisfaction, yeah. Wait a second. How do I change this? Ah, yeah. I don't even know if they're more efficient. 0.5, 0.5. No, it's the same. They even have the same pollution. So technically the assembling machine is worse because it's also requires electricity. Okay. So to produce 2 lines, we need copper. Yeah, so it's 2 to 3, it's the same ratio, so we're good with that. So we need 3 lines of copper plates, which we won't be taking. So let's reduce that to 1 for now. Yeah, 1 is fine. So we're going to bring 2 lines of copper plates, which we don't have for now. And then we're going to go need 4. Yeah, why is it? Why is it referring back to the other one? Yeah, set for all category. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we're going to need 3.7. 22.5 is fine. 15 is a lot. We'll see if we even have this much. So we need what? 2 by 8, something like that. Kind of the ratio, so 1 for 4. Yeah. Can I get more? Yeah, okay, they're finally getting them. And we're gonna drop them on this line first, right? That's the line we're gonna be filling up. So we actually will want to push that a little bit because we're gonna need, we're gonna need oven first, even. Let's remove that. Yeah, we're starting to have some there. Let's even go grab some gears because everything is requiring gear and it's slowing down everything. Stone are still not full. I will probably need to increase the that production. Let's do more assembling machine because I'm gonna need a lot more. Okay, that's good. Some gears. Yeah, here we don't have anything. I can grab some copper cable and we are good to go. Okay. I'm also gonna need more electric poles. And I technically always have like those medium, but I'm not gonna be using them for now. At some point we're gonna need to replace them. Can I get some? That, and let's grab some copper. Oh no, we have enough copper. It's good. Okay. Let's go down. And let's look at what we need. Yeah, so one thing we can... Oh, yeah, let's not run down. Okay, so we need 12 oven though. That's actually quite a lot. Yeah. Let's go for half of that to see how we can subdivide everything. Okay. So if we have 4, 12, 2, we can stay with 6, so 3 for each. And I think we can find a solution for that. Like having 3, or do we just produce stone for everything? That's also a possibility. I think, yeah. Yeah, what is it used for? Like it's used for a few things, but it doesn't even tell me it's used for circuits. Yeah, I mean, telling me stone tablets, which is circuit. Okay. Yeah, but technically it's not using much. Like I could have a production of it. I could always like this line could be stone. Honestly, yeah, let's do that. It will simplify the design a lot, and it's also gonna reduce the amount of stone you need to bring. Now, if I remember correctly, at some point you actually do need like quite a lot of stone. I think there's a point in the game where you actually need a lot of stone, and then you don't need any more because you start having byproduct that's producing stone for you. Then you don't need anything else. Oh, and I actually need them for that already. Okay, yeah. Let's produce a bit more of that, a bit more of those. Yeah, we're lucky we still haven't gotten hit by any meteor shower, which is good. So how many do we want to do? Probably one of those. Yeah. So let's just copy it. Yeah, I'm leaving place here to have one at the bottom, one at the top. Yeah. That's going to go there. And here. We're gonna have like 10 miner. Okay. Okay, so that's good. Let's put the electricity. And finally, the oven. Then we'll be missing the inserter, but I think I'm gonna have to produce more already. Yeah, I'm gonna need to produce more. Okay, let's do a bit more of those and a lot more of you. Okay, we have those. 24. Let's even squeeze it a little bit just to gain, because otherwise it will last like 5 minutes. Okay, that's going there. Okay, that's producing. I'm not gonna mix the two. Technically I could, but yeah, that's fine like that for now. If one of the two is starting to miss some production at some point, we can mix them together or just add more of those. But realistically, this patch won't be used for too long. One thing is crazy is that at the start of the game, everything is like all our production are slow. You can see the arm move, which when we're going to be in the late game, we won't even be able to see them move. It'll just be like a blurry picture, basically. Like we're going to see everything going super speed. We won't be able to, like, the mining, just the mining process when we're gonna get to the end game is gonna be crazy. Like those drill are 0.5 per second. when we're gonna have module and we're gonna get if I show you, gonna get like bigger mining drill. And I don't even see, don't we have like bigger than those? Yeah, we have the big mining drill, which might actually be the best because I think they can hold more module. It's gonna be so fast. Like those patch that right now we're depleting in days will be depleted in like minutes if we want to. Obviously, we're gonna try to avoid that, but it's an option. Yeah, I need more of those. I really gonna be happy when we have a production for those, because right now it's a bit slow. It's a little bit slow. Okay, let's go there. Yeah. So stone tablet will be coming here. We're still missing a lot of arm. And we're missing red in the middle and like 10 more yellow. Yeah. Okay. Let's do those and there. Yeah. I'm gonna need more iron, more copper. I think yeah, all of that is dying, which is fine. Once I have circuit, I'm gonna be able to make the loader for each. And that's also gonna save me time on just getting material. Okay, let's finish that. We're missing 3 more. Yeah, we can remove those and those. And even those one. How many did I put? Yeah, okay, that's good. Okay. Let's put the last oven and let's change that to brickstone. There we go. Okay, now everything should be good to go. We're just missing a few of the red one. And not even that much actually. We're missing like 4. And that's good. Just like the length of different step we need to produce is a bit crazy. Let me see if we have more belt. That's great. We can bring that line to the end. And this line is really like our miscellaneous belt. We have a bit of everything, which right now will be used a lot. Technically, once we get to more advanced research, we won't be using it too much. But for now, it's quite important. Yeah, that's... Yeah, I actually need to do some switcheroo here. Just grab everything. Remove those. Yeah, we're gonna go up. Up and here. And right here, we're gonna go down one more. Up. And one more. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's swiggling around a lot. One of the things in Factorio, like first few version of the game, I don't know when they changed that, but during the first version of the game, actually like having those corner were causing issue with the game. Like I mean, not with the game per se. It was basically like since the radius was longer, the item were basically getting uncompressed slowly. So every corner you would lose some compression on the outside, and then you would turn the other side, so you would also lose compression on the other side, and this would just create a ripple effect where all your belt will be like half empty technically. And I don't remember which version they fixed it. I mean, fixed it. It wasn't a bug per se. But when they were doing optimization for the belt, they managed to do it in a way that when your line is fully compressed like this, it doesn't do any calculation. Basically, it considers that all of this is one pact. So this is technically as much calculation as like this one item here. So this is really bad for performance. This is really great. But the moment you start having everything separated like that, it needs to do a lot more calculation to know like when to stop, when to start moving again. And yeah, at some point it was probably just easier for them to redo like all the, to simplify it a little bit. And I mean, it was just for like a few people were just going crazy with like having as less possible as less curve as possible, which is obviously making it a lot harder. Okay, so let's see. Here we're going to be producing copper cable. Here we're going to be producing electronic circuits. The problem is here we need to bring stone tablets, which mean that we need 1 for every 4. So technically we can do that. That and that. Oh, what was that sound? Oh. My hard drive just decided to reset by itself. Okay, sure. I mean, external hard drive, not my real hard drive. Yeah, we'll have something like this. And then the question is, how do we bring the stone tablet inside? We need to manufacture them, and we need to bring them here. So technically, should I bring that one step closer? Yeah, like that. I think that might be an acceptable solution. It might be too close. Oh, was I doing that in the past? Okay, let's go back 4. Yeah, that's a really great way to do it. Just having like all those corner. Technically, yeah, we're gonna want a lot more of those. Okay. So let's just grab them for now because I don't need those placed here. If we output it like that, because we also need input, right? Technically, the input could be in the middle. That's also an option. For all 8 of those, we have half a belt. Like all of those, we're only producing half a belt. So it's technically fine. I don't know if I like that. No, it's all pushing it on the same side, which is not great. I mean, technically, if I bring those closer, yeah, I'll just do that. If I do that, they're balanced on the middle. I can do how can I do that? I will have something here. Like that. Yeah. Question is, how do I fill in the stone tablets? Because having one certain central line is also like probably would be ideal as well. Can I push that in any way? What I could do is, let's remove that. Let's push it back like that. Yeah, just do that. That for now. I don't know how far away I could have this one. This is the maximum. This the maximum? Yeah, it's the maximum. Okay. I could have something like that. Or technically, I'm bringing it from the outside. I don't know if I like this idea though. Yeah. I'm splitting it here. Then here I can split it again. In this way it's fully extendable, right? That's the main advantage. I can keep on doing that forever. Yeah. Because technically I need 4 of those. Yeah. So 1 line of stone tablet, yes. So technically if I go, not what I wanted to do, if I do that, I would need 2 belts of copper, which would be coming from the outside, which would be transferred air directly, so that's good. Then I would have 1 line of stone tablet going to the center and 1 line of circuit coming out. Seems fine. Yeah. I need 4 assembling machine here for that. Just remove that for now. So here I need the same design. Yep. Something like that. That's where we see it's a bit too close to the starting point. Technically, we don't need those. So we would have our factory here. Yeah. We're missing 1 behind that. Let's just take all of this. All of this, and yeah, that's where having bot would be really nice. And I just clean it for now. I'm not producing anything on me. Let's do that. I don't have any iron on me. Okay, yeah. Hopefully we'll have enough to build all of this. Okay, so this need to be at least there. Yeah, because we have of that. And then we are gonna need to split here as well. And technically we can Yeah, we can have that. How much? Yeah, it's 0.2 stone, so it's fine. I can have that. But I do need 2 line of copper. That's going there. Here we're gonna have the exit. Hopefully this leaves us enough space for that. Let's just check. Where is it? On tablet. Is one fast enough? That's a question. Otherwise, I will have a problem with the design with the length there. One will probably not be enough to start with, but we can always like find a solution after that for that. We can put a blue one or something like that, and it should be enough to fix our problem. Up. Let's connect the power. We're gonna need copper here, and a stone tablet will be coming from the center, and I think that's all we need. Yeah. Technically, those two, I mean, they can go. They can go here. Like this one. Can just do that. Just trying to place it the same way every time, so it's gonna be as symmetric as possible if I, after that, duplicate it. Yeah. So this is going down. This is going here. Okay. So this one actually going there. Yeah. I mean, I can leave this one. Yeah, so the thing, we're gonna need 2 of those to fill 1 line technically. So we can already leave on the side like the same space to have a second line in the future. That's gonna be good. Here we can have that. So that's going to be there. Here we need 3 for each of those. And they're not going to be fast enough already, but we're going to do with that to start with. And we can always like improve it on the future, in the future. Okay, so we need copper. Copper is going to be coming from here. Let's put it like that. And for the second line, we're going to do the same thing. I mean, for now, realistically, it won't be like enough at all, but we're going to do what we can. This one. Same thing. Yeah, you can see the downside. Like this is taking 50%. Now it's taking 50% as well because this is full. But the moment this one won't be full, it will. We won't have the same ratio of resources. Okay, so that's good. We're gonna do that here. On this side, I'm actually also need to place them. Let's fix those. Let's put all the arm, and then we will also have the power to deal with. Yeah, so we can see that the production is starting to accumulate everywhere. I don't have any inserter left. I really need to pick some iron. Okay. Yeah, so now we're missing copper. Okay. That should be enough to start with. So we're gonna be doing that, that, and that. For now, we really need to place a lot of them, but we don't really have a choice. For the center, we need both of them. One here. Yep. And on the outside, it will be one here and one here, I think. Every time. And we're actually missing one. Okay. And it's going to be what? I just place 3 for the middle. And there we go. Production is started. Perfect. So this is gonna be it, like all our resources to start with, but it's a good problem to have. I think we need like what? Yeah, 10 more inserter to be made. So we'll just do those. Like we're getting everything we need now. So just collect a few of them. Then I'm gonna be able to make some loader. It'd be great as well. Yeah, that's really not a bad production. Okay, we already have 5. Let's place them. And we can see how fast this is removing them. Yeah, we are eating through everything there. Okay. Yeah. Everything seems to be quite full here, so it's good. Let's look at our rate calculator. Yeah, we are slightly overproducing the stone. It's fine, and everything else is perfectly balanced. Up. I'm missing one more inserter. Just give it to me. And then the pollen will be good. Perfect. How much electricity are we using? 4 megawatts? Yeah, it's mostly the drill, obviously. Yeah, so that's a good start. What I can already do is leave some space on the side for it, and I'm going to leave a bit more space for the beacon. That's also going to need to be added in the future. But I think that's enough. Next step is going to be to make the gears, because we're going to want to have some gears. For the gear production, I'm going to make, we said 1 line. So nothing too crazy. Up, let's see that. We need 15 of them. It's actually not a really nice number. Let's go for 16. We will be sure it's going to be full. Let's make some more assembling machine. Yeah, 10 more. I'm going to miss some iron, so let's take some more. And I'm also going to miss some copper. Okay. Let's do some more electric pole. For everything else, we're good. And we won't be able to extend that far. I don't remember when is the, landfill. Actually not that far away. So yeah, we're going to be good for that. Yeah, because there are all these little patch of water that will cause us problem. Yeah, so we'll need to be careful with that. One thing with those, this setup as well is that we're actually going to need to double it to get one full line for each. It will look something like that. So you can see like the size of the system in the long run is going to be quite big. Let's look at that. So we think we're going to be... Yeah, it's literally one line of iron belt and one line of output. So I'm going to do it like that. Like nothing too complicated. Yeah, it's fine. Let's do one line in the center that is entering, one that is leaving. And we're going to be taking iron on one side and producing gear on the other. So this will literally eat one line of iron, but that's fine. Yeah, and we said only one line for now. Technically, we have another one there, but let's just remove it for now. Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna be here. I mean, technically, it will be empty before, so we can just do that. Then on the long run, if you want to add anything else, we can change it, but that's fine. And we can actually already start extending that. So I'm just going to be extending to one we're using. Otherwise, it will be a bit too much too expensive for now. But yeah, let's remove everything that is blocking us. Yeah, so we're using already what, 8 lane? Yeah, it's gonna go quite fast. I'm really gonna need more inserters. Like inserter is gonna stay a problem for a long time. Here, technically here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, because we need long reach for each of those. Oops. I'm just gonna change my headset battery. My headset is already getting kind of old, and those batteries don't have the best lifespan anymore. And it's not the most comfortable headset either. My head is too big for it. Okay, so we said 16, so that 12, 16. Okay. Next to that, it's gonna be like that. Gear everywhere. Now electric line, perfect. Let's connect it I mean, yeah, I was going to connect it to the side, but there's nothing for now. Up. That's good. Okay, so that's going there. We should have power. Yeah, let's not even do that for now. I just want to have my inserters. And here I'm gonna need... Oh, I don't even have underground anymore. Okay. Let's get some more belt and fix this problem as well. We're having... I want to do loader, but I don't want to do all the iron gear myself, so it would be nice to just be able to grab them. I don't know if we have any produce. Probably not when I'm looking at that. Okay, quite a high number of belt actually, but not too many gear. Okay. Okay, so... And just having those gear produced here is going to be saving us space everywhere else in the base. So that's going to be useful. Okay, finally the gear are trickling in. And we want to be taking it. Or dropping it, sorry. Okay. And let's finish that line. No, we cannot yet. Yeah, so now that everything here is going to be working, next step is going to be to define exactly how we're going to do everything. I think at the top I will put the science. So with the science lab, like somewhere here or something like that. And at the bottom, I will do all the miscellaneous production, everything that we need. So everything that we're using right now. And that way we should be getting more efficient. Start getting a bit more productive as well. That wouldn't be bad. Okay. We're missing 5 more, so let's just do that. And after that, we can finish that line. You can see, like, now, since there's no buffering, like, everything is static, basically. I'm gonna need some iron chest as well. But yeah, the moment we're gonna start adding to buffer, everything will start turning on, back on. We might actually need more steam engine when everything is launched, but we should be fine. Okay. The last 5 normally. Yeah, that should be good. Now, underground. Up here. Now we have that which is going to be in the way a little bit, so just try to move it. Yeah, that's perfect. And we should have gears. Let's see. Let me just collect some of the electronic circuits, because we're actually going to need quite a few. Okay, perfect. Yeah, and gears are getting dropped. So we should be able to eat all the line. Technically only need 15 out of the 16s. And dropping 1 full line of gears. Which is a bit crazy to think about. Are we getting a full line? Yeah. Close to it at least. Yeah, there seem to be a little bit of gaps from time to time, but that's probably just missing a drop or 2. Okay, that's good. We can start making our loaders. Oh, no, we don't have enough. One more. How many do we need? Actually, quite a few. We need 2 for copper, 2 for iron, 2 for woods, 4 gears, 2 for circuits, so at least 10. Yeah, that's really like... I didn't remember they were this expensive. Yeah, but it's fine. Now that we're getting there... Up, there we go. One thing that we'll need to do is move... Yeah, let's remove those. Let's move those to the side a little bit. I will put loader here, the normal arm here, the long arm here, and we can start technically 1, 2. Yeah, this is other space 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So from here, I can put the loaders. And yeah, this requires power, that's true. How much power is it using? Let's look on a minute. It's not actually using that much power. I don't know how is the calculation done for it, but it seems fine. So okay. Let's do the same thing here. Let's actually push it up. I'm gonna put the chest here. And finishing with the power poles. Perfect. Alpha line is going there as well. We're gonna put the other here and closer. I mean, I'm gonna say closer to the smelting area, but at the same time, if I just put them there, it should be fine as well. So let's just put them there. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. It's a bit further away to do the smelting, but technically we don't. Like, I just want to have access to them as easily as possible. And now that's gonna be drained super fast. Okay. And then I'm gonna need, I'm gonna put them for everything. Stone, I want some. Yeah. And those chests are not super huge, so we're just gonna fill them completely. One of the things I can do is just drop everything I have for those. Like, I don't need to store that much on me. Up. Yeah, let's just take as much as we can. Okay, perfect. And let's add on some for that as well. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Same thing, let's chop the wood, let's chop the coal. We don't have much of those, but just keep a bit. Let's keep a stack of each. We never know when we're gonna need them, so that's good. And shouldn't be using that much power. I mean, it's using a little bit. Like 16 of them is consuming about as much as the inserter. Oh, yeah, and power production seems... Why is it jittery so much? Like, the production is not moving. Yeah, I think we're having some production problem. Let's do... Yeah, let's prepare to increase it a little bit. We still have enough coal. Maybe not forever. Clearly it's dropping, but... Let's see how it's going. Yeah, that water is really getting nasty. Yeah, it's outputting next to the maximum. So let's get ready to place more. That's one of the things. When you're working fully with coal, you cannot have a drop in electricity production, because if you have some drops, you're getting to a point where the drop will affect the coal production, so you'll have more chance of shortage. And if you have a shortage, then all your base can turn off. And restarting a base is really hard to do, depending on the size of the base, obviously. But yeah, restarting a base can be really problematic. Or you basically need to like uninstall everything. Let's do one more. Yeah, just to stay symmetric. Okay, where was that? Yeah, not actually that far. I need some assembler. Okay. Where are those? I'm still missing a lot of things. Okay, that's good. Yep, and that's good. Just missing the inserter now. Yeah, those are clearly too close to their limits. Okay. And yeah, they slow down a lot already. That's great. Perfect. Yeah, but I don't know why it's moving so much. Doesn't even seem to be that crazy. Like, this seems quite stable. Mining drill, greenhouse, assembler, inserters, loader. Yeah, I don't know why it's so jittery. Up, and there we go. Now everything is good for that. That still has a lot of available water. Yeah. Okay, perfect. And our production is working for now. You can see like the smelter are working at half production. We need a lot more electric mining drill for everything, basically. But yeah, it's a work in progress. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but we're gonna get there. Okay, let's take. Yeah, it's not storing anything because the production is not enough. Okay. Yeah, everything is getting used there. At least once it's gonna be full, it's gonna be fine. But it's gonna take a minute. Still. And the thing is that the start was everything was full, right? So now the belt is nearly empty. So yeah, I'm just gonna need more mining drill for everything. Let's try to get back a little bit of iron just to produce a bit more. And I'm gonna need stone tablet as well, I think. What am I missing? No, I'm missing copper. Okay, yeah, that's better. 20 more. Okay. Because yeah, the oven are able to accommodate a lot more. So if I can try to fill each line, that would at least be a start. Like not having like, what do we have now? Like a quarter, not even of a belt. That's really not that great. Okay, let me just get some water and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Let me just check something real quick. Make sure that everything is working properly on stream. As always, yes. This is good. Okay. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, we're good to go. So we're finishing producing that. I'm finishing. We've done what, 5-10 of those. I can remove that though. That's not necessary anymore. All those miner are a bit old. I just remove everything that was on the ground, and I'll just place a few more. That's not gonna be the biggest change, but if we can add like 5-10 to each, it's gonna be a good start. Let's do the same thing here. Yeah, that's where we'll have basically double the production. Yeah, we're missing here and here. Okay. What I can do is I can do that. Okay, that's great. Okay. So production now on this side will be a bit better. Let me just up. How much can I fill those? Not that much actually. I just want to remove everything. Okay, yeah. We don't have any more of those. That's gonna be a bit better. Let's try to do the same thing for the copper. I mean, copper technically we already need like one line and a half, and we're not even producing like half of one. If I look with that, 28, we should be producing. Yeah, no. Let's look at the basic one, 0.5 right now, to which we are not. Technically, we're only producing that much, so even less. But yeah, let's do the same thing here. Let's increase the production a little bit. One last. Yeah, 10 more. Okay. How is the power consumption going? It was dropping a little bit, and now it's gonna increase back up. Okay. That's good. And last thing I want to add is the stone production. Because I don't think we'll have enough stone. Yeah, and I'm gonna mix those two. Let's do that. Just so we can help a little bit. There's not much here, but at least we're gonna be removing it. So there's that. Let's add one here, and here and here. Okay, yeah. Small increase in production. Oh no, we're sending. Where are we picking up coal? Oh no, this one is not good. Yeah, that was a badly placed one, which probably mean we are accumulating some coal on this line. Yeah, it's nearly fully blocked. Okay. Yeah, that's not what we want. Yeah, those are the problem with the small mining like patch. That it's easy to have multiple type of element on it. And where is like our big stone patch? I guess it's this one directly. It's already 3.2 million, so it's not a small one. But at the same time, it's completely interlinked with everything else. So yeah, we're gonna need to be careful with it. Okay. And let's try to remove. Oh, we never added those. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be better. I just remove all the coal. Now we don't really need it anymore. Okay. So the production is better, for sure. One of the nice thing with those system, it's also making sure that everything stay like in a properly placed, right? If one of the side is full, it will send it to the other one, which is quite nice. That's not super fast. Okay. Is everything here full? Not yet, but it's getting there. This one should be though. Yeah, this one is full. Yeah, the copper is the one that is really lacking. And our production must be starting to be quite big. Yeah. Like this side is fine because there's a lot of forest, but this side is gonna be horrible. And we don't really know what is there. So there might be some biter preparing to attack. And we're quite far from any like defense research. Okay. Okay, so now that we have that production done, next step is to do that. Sorry about that. So what do we need? We need single cylinder engine, so this is gear and iron, which is nothing complicated. But the fact that we're making our gear ears mean that it's gonna need to bring to be around here, which is it's fine. But I'm gonna need a few factory if I want to be able to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna need more copper. And more iron. Okay. Then I can just take it there. Yeah, that's good. So let's make more inserters, let's make a few more underground and more splitter. Yeah, of everything, honestly. Like we're still really missing everything. Okay. So let's wait for the first few assembling machine. I think for everything here, we're going to just make one for each. One for each is honestly should be fine. And as we're going to advance in tech, we're going to be able to just improve the production number just by having more. And that's going to be enough. Yeah. Right here. About that should be good. 2 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 space. Okay, yeah. So that's our line. This is here, so yeah, let's just do that. Okay. So first thing we need is transport belt. Then we're gonna need a belt for everything. So I think belt, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a production for it, but we also gonna have a production for the other type. Yeah, here we need engine. So engine here, belt here, and next to it, we're gonna have everything else. So we're gonna have like that. And we're gonna have I think that's gonna be this one. And on the side of it, like this, we're gonna have those one. Yeah, technically could do that. Then I will need a last one. Like this. I can bring those a bit closer. So they will each have their own production, And then we'll have the loader, which is going to be made here directly. I mean, technically, is mostly just taking everything else to be made, so it's fine. And the reason why I'm spreading them like this, like with 3 wides between each, is that this way I'm able to use belts like that. There we go. So I can take item and I can also drop item on the same line without blocking anything else. So that's a relatively nice way to do it. Okay. Let's do that. Let's even push it back a little bit, because I'm going to need more space at the start. Let's push it like that. Okay. So what do we need here? We need gear and iron, so that's going to be fine. We're just going to bring everything, and they're technically all need the same thing. They don't need copper, and except this one. Oh, which is not even copper, it's circuit. Up. So we're gonna bring those two. Okay. And here, yeah, we can just separate it like that. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna need to actually split it for each of them. So we can do that. Oh, we don't have any more underground. Okay. They're really going out fast. Let's remove some of them. So we don't need them directly. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So this one is going to be there. That one. Technically can go there. This one will go underground and will go here. Yeah, like that. Will be a bit more clear when we get those underground piece. I feel like I'm missing something for it. Yeah. Iron beam, perfect. Yeah, okay. So this is going here. This one is going here. This one is going here. And that's good. The only thing I'm thinking now is, yeah, those are gonna go like this. So the first one is a bit different, but that's fine. I'm gonna need a lot more underground. Let's not even do those. We don't need them for now. Okay. So first, those one. We need those. And we will actually drop them directly there. And for here, we'll also need iron from that, and we're also going to need gear from here. That's going to be there, there, our chest, and we're going to need circuit on the side. The circuit is going to be coming from here. Okay. Let's also try to pull the electricity. We can go there, there. Can even go for each one. Yeah, we're gonna be missing a few lines as well. They're really going fast with that. Let's restrict them a little bit for the sub-product. The other one are fine. I can have infinite number of them. I'm good with that. We're actually starting to be full for that. Let's not produce more. Everything should be there. I just need to do that. Up. Move myself a little bit. And yeah. Like that. Perfect. So first line is getting production. This one will be so slow that it won't really affect the production here. This one, we need both of them. Now I need more inserters. Yeah, let's produce those 5 more still. Let's push those to the end. There we go. Yeah, so that's a nice thing with having all our gear already produced. We would actually need a lot of gear for that. If we check the production, gear 2. Technically, we need 2 belts. That's a lot. Yeah. So technically, yeah, we won't be able to produce everything fast enough for that, but yeah. This is fine. Bit more chest as well. We're really lacking everything. Okay. We're gonna need some... change some of that. This one, I will restrict them. Just a little bit. Yep. There we go. Then we can drop everything here. And here we just need the iron beam and yeah. So just a few more. Bring everything back. I will need to bring back the iron first. I will need to bring some, so I need to figure out something here. Because that need to go there. Technically, I can remove this one for it, so that's good. But this one also need everything. I can put it on the side. It's fine. Okay. Let's just do it like that. Let's do those 2. Yeah, that's already getting produced. That's fine. This is not restricted. This is good. Here we're like the production is going quite fast. Doesn't even seem to be draining that much, which is surprising. I don't know what's the limitation factor here. Maybe it looked like it's just a yellow inserter that are a bit too slow. Here, yeah, we're gonna be bringing that, and this is going to go on the side. I don't need to put chests here, but I prefer to do that. Just in case I need some. Yeah. Let's only do the minimum amount. Okay, and we finally have our chest. let's restrict them as well. This one we don't have to. But we don't have gear here. Yeah, we need gears. Yeah, okay. This one is good. This one is good as well. Not super fast. Yeah, okay, they only need 2, that's why. But yeah, now everything is getting produced, so we know it's working. We can see that the iron is already struggling a little bit. I mean, this will take a long time to fill, but I'm okay with that. What we can do after that as well. Technically, we can pass that underneath again. What I'm gonna do right here is, yeah. Let me make more inserters. But I'm gonna be producing just that. I just do all the basic production we could need. Yeah, I need that. Up. There we go. Oh, those 2 can be full. Not those one. I don't want like 10 million underground. This is good. This is gonna, just those 2 is gonna use a lot of iron, so it's fine. This I won't be producing it directly. I could do those, but I need those 2 as well, so it's gonna be on the side. I could do chests, technically. Just that chests are not anything critical. I can do them by hand, and they're not. After that, I will be using steel chest and not those chests, because steel chests are a little bit better. So it's gonna be. I think they're 48, and instead, what are those? 32? Yeah, 32. So 50% bigger. I mean, for like 10 times the cost, but it's fine. What else do we need there? I'm gonna need some of those. Some more inserters. At least some more of everything. I mean, I'm producing them now, so just take them directly from there. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, so now we don't need to. Okay. I have added some production for that, but we don't need it. Next thing we're gonna do is the inserters. And after that, it's gonna be mining drill and everything else there. And we will start to be good there. Okay, let's just look at those. It's not complicated either. It's just iron and then a little bit of copper. And they take as long to build. I think I remember you could build them. I'm gonna leave a bit of space, but I think I remember you could build them like in series. If I'm not too crazy. Like technically we have single engine here that we could reuse. But let's not do that. Inserter parts, iron stick. Yeah, so that's gonna be there. Let's extend this line a little bit. Oh. Okay. So that we can make it work. It's gonna be basically like that. And gear here. Here we're gonna need automation core, electric motor. I mean, yeah. We don't have rare earth right now, so we don't really have a choice for that. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need to use this research. Iron gear, copper, cable, iron plate. It's nothing too crazy, but it might be too close to everything else. Yeah, there's so much stuff to produce. If we do automation core, we do need iron stick, iron gear, and copper plate as well. Yeah, and here we're gonna need that. Starting to be a lot of different equipment. And this need sticks as well. Yeah. Basically need that. It's like the building process. So could we do it like that? That is the question. Yeah, mostly this side is the problematic one. Yeah, gears can come here. I think it would be fine. Here we need copper, and then technically we don't need anything else anywhere. So let's first get. I honestly think we can just do that. At least for the first copper. Yeah, one to the side. Okay. Yeah, something like that might work. Here, we need both technically. What I'm gonna do is do that. And I'm gonna bring another line iron. Yeah, that's gonna be good. So we merge those two. So we can fill those two needs here. We can definitely fill this need. Or here. We can do that. Here we need we're gonna need that. Oh, we don't even need both of them. Like this is. Can just do that. Yeah, that's a fine option. And we need technically we need that here as well. Okay. I think that's gonna work. Like it's not too horrible. It's gonna be more than enough. Let's not stack too much of those. Those I wanted full. Those as well. Yeah. Missing a bit of everything sadly, but just remove them and add them back, and it should be faster without all of that. And that's really, well, like, not having to produce gear for all of this is kind of great. So automation core are nearly done. Yeah. I think after that we're gonna stop here for today. And next stream we're gonna start with producing electric mining drill, boiler, steam engine, offshore pump, furnace, assembling machine. Might even do labs. But that's really that's already like a good improvement for today. Like we basically double our base size in one stream, so really not that bad. Like what, 2.5 hours? Yeah, quite good. Let's take it. Yeah, those are really slow to produce. I'm fine with that. Those will take even longer. Let's restrict them for a little while. We can take more of those. And same thing for those. Technically, it would only produce long end until long end are full, because like this is the restriction. But I can do that. Yeah, which will already help a little bit, but their production speed are the same, so in all case it will slow down on that side. What I can do for now is that I can put like 5 stack here, and this one, so one of 2 will get transformed, which is about the ratio I want, so it's okay. We can see the iron production is not good enough for now, but make it work. Yeah, all of this is full. Next stream we're also gonna need to improve all the production then. I mean, that was to be expected. Pollution is horrible, but we're getting inserters, and that is beautiful. We won't actually need burner ones, so I can even restrict them to even less. It's just a small buffer. What else? What else? Yeah, no, I think we're good for today. Next stream is gonna be first going to finish producing all of those, and after that I think it's gonna be to restart the research. Like we have all of this, but the research section is not working anymore. We're gonna need to fix it. Not fix it on that side. We're gonna fix it. Yeah, we might need to fix it on that side because we still don't have electric labs. Okay. Yeah, we might just produce research here and just bring it there, like manually from time to time. That's fine until we get the proper one, or we might just do something a bit more proper on that area. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, in all cases, like right now, we don't have enough resource to do that production and research at the same time. So letting a little bit of time for that to produce is a good way to just let the factory run a bit. Like, if we look at production, let's just look at the main resources. First, yeah, we can see like at least production is at its maximum. Consumption is going up and down thanks to the buffer. We're not too affected by everything, but yeah, like we're getting there. Like all those lines were mostly flat, a bit of cold from time to time when I would like manually remove it, and now everything is starting. And when we're going to be looking at, we're nearly the 10-hour mark, but when we're going to be looking at 50 hour, like this will be a blip. This will be flat basically, and this would just be the start of a small increase. No kill yet. pollution is increasing. That was to be expected. At least burner mining drill, which was our big source, is going to 0, but everything else is increasing. And building is, yeah, mostly transport belt, to be fair. Grid is increasing. I mean, we're just using water and steam. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, okay, perfect. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys next time. Ciao, ciao.